Alright, we are going to talk about how we need to translate images and coordinates on the coordinate plane. Remember that a translation means to slide an image on the coordinate plane. And when we slide an image, the image is going to be the exact same image. It's going to be congruent to its current image. So if we slide my pencil to the left, it's going to look exactly like the pencil did when it started in its original location. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to identify the the original location. We're going to identify the new location, and we're going to write a rule for our translation. So point K, remember an ordered pair is x comma y. So we start at our origin, which is the middle, and we move over 0 on my x-axis, and I go down -1, so K is at 0, -1. G is over 2, down 1, so G is 2, comma, -1. Z is over 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, so it's +4, -3, and A is over 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1 -4 since we went down 4. So it's telling us to translate 1 unit left. So we are going to take each point and go left 1 from its original location. So K went left 1, G went left 1, Z went left 1, A went left 1. And we're going to draw our picture. So our picture looks exactly the same except it's slid over once. When we write our new location, we're going to write it as K prime, G prime, Z prime, and A prime. That prime lets you know that's the first transition. Okay? So we're going to identify the new locations, K prime, G prime, Z prime, and A prime. K prime is over left 1, down 1, so that's -1, comma, -1. G prime is from the origin, right 1, down 1, so we have 1, -1. Z prime is over 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, so it's 3, comma, -3. And A prime is over 0, down 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 0, -4. So if we look at our points, we have 0 to -1 and -1 to -1. So if we look at this, my y coordinates are staying the same as we go through this. So when we write our rule, x is being affected. As we go from 0 to -1, we're subtracting 1. 2 to 1 is subtracting 1. 4 to 3 is subtracting 1. And 1 to 0 is subtracting 1. So when I write my rule for the x coordinate, we're going to write it as x minus 1, since we are subtracting 1 from the original to the new location. Then we're going to put our comma, and y is staying the same, so we're just going to keep it as y. And that's how we write our rule. Alright, 3. This is point I. Point I's original location is -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma, 1, 2. And it's telling us to translate 1 unit up. So we are going to take I and we're going to go 1 unit up. And remember, we label that I prime. So I prime is now at 1, 2, 3, 4, -5, comma, down 1, which is -1. So if we're going to write our rule now, remember we write it x, comma, y. We need to see what's happening with x and y. If we look here, -5 and -5 is staying the same. So we're going to keep this as just x. If we look at y, we have -2 to -1. When we go from -2 to -1, we add 1. So our rule is x, comma, y plus 1. So if I have any point possible, if I give you 10, comma, 20, the new location is going to be 10, comma, 21 if we follow this rule. Alright, looking at example So we're going to look at number 9 on our packet. We have point H. Point H's original location is 1, 2, 3, comma, 1, 2. Right 3 up to is a point location of 3, comma, 2. And we are going to go 8 units left and 5 units down. So from here we're going to go 8 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to double check myself when I have big numbers like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is H prime because that's the new location. So now I need to identify the new location of H prime. So from our origin we go left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's an x coordinate of negative 5. And we're going down 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, that's a negative 3 since we went down. So now we need to identify our rule. So 3 to negative 5. So we need to see what happens. We're going down, so we're going to subtract on the x. So we have 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. We're subtracting 5. Wait, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. I'm sorry, we're subtracting 8. I counted very, very wrong. Alright, and on the y-axis, we're going from 2 to negative 3. So I have 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. So we are subtracting 5. So this lets me know that any point we want to choose, you're going to subtract 8 for the x-coordinate, and you're going to subtract 5 for the y-coordinate.